When I was thinking about moving to Arizona, everybody told me to stay away from Glendale. Well, today I'm gonna drive you around and show you what Glendale actually has to offer. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is Camilo Quevedo with the QB Legacy Team and eXp Realty. Alright, so Glendale is a really old city, the oldest city here in the West Valley. Now, because of that, a lot of its properties are still very old. So as you drive around Glendale, you're gonna be able to see like two different worlds. The old Glendale that is still old, is still broken down and hasn't been maintained, and the new Glendale that started growing and booming because here of the entertainment district. So as you go through Glendale, just important that you know which neighborhood you're going to and whether you want a fixer-upper or you want to be into something that's already been remodeled. So let's go drive around and let's take a look at what Glendale actually has to offer. Now right now we are in the Westgate Entertainment District. Now here we're gonna be able to find the NFL Stadium where the Arizona Cardinals play, the Gila River Arena where the Coyotes play hockey for the NHL, and you're gonna find hundreds of restaurants, bars, shops across the street is the Tangier Outlets, and across the other street is the casino. So there's a lot to do right here within the entertainment district. Well, so now I'm Arrowhead Lakes in North Glendale. Now in Arrowhead is a beautiful community. They created lakes and canals like that to kind of have like that high-end luxury style living. There are some homes here that are gigantic and beautiful inside. You can still see the background. We still get to see the mountains. So it's still in a very quiet area, a little bit secluded from the city itself. And then you get to have like this water life. As you can see, most houses are gonna have like those little boats that they can go in the lakes and actually use them there. Now price ranges here are usually anywhere between 600 all the way up to 1.5 to $2 million homes. So you want to have that feel of like a private community. Even though it's not gated, it does have that feel that you're like in a private like yacht community. Arrowhead Lakes at the north of Glendale is definitely an area that you want to check out. Now I'm here in Arrowhead Town Center. This is the only closed indoor shopping mall here in the entire West Valley. The reason I highlighted, not only does it have all major retailers, but during the summer you want to know places where you can go and escape the heat. And this will be one of those top spots where you can come walk, eat a meal, shop around, and still escape the heat of that summer that is going to be just killer. Arrowhead Town Center, make sure that you add it to the list of things to do during the summer. Alright, I'm in Saguaro Ranch Park. This is a 17-acre ranch right in the middle of Glendale, and is now preserved as a park to remember the historical start of Glendale. This was one of the first, if not the first, settlement right here in Glendale, and is a farming ranch, and it's still protected like that. You can see some orange trees here right behind me. There's some rose gardens, there's some peacocks walking around, and then you can see the original buildings that were here when this ranch got built. Now, what I wasn't expecting when I came here today is that 10 years ago, my wife and I decided to make a video to invite all of our guests to our wedding. We knew somebody that knew how to make videos right here in Phoenix, and so we drove from San Diego here. We asked him to help us make the video, and he actually brought us to this park where we sat right there on that bench right next to me, and we filmed it. I didn't know this is the park where we did that. So today when I brought you guys here to show it to you guys, I was actually very pleased and emotionally attached to this park without even knowing it. So I'm gonna reminisce about my life over the last 10 years since I decided to ask my wife to marry me, and I'm gonna continue the tour. I'm in downtown Glendale. Now downtown Glendale is gonna have a lot of different shops, antiques, restaurants, venues. There's live entertainment put on by the city on a regular basis. They're very famous for having their festivals. There's a 3-day chocolate festival that you need to check out. And right now I'm eating ice cream from Papa Ed's, which is a little shop on the back garage area of this house right here. Now this house was built in 1920. The one that I just walked by was built in 1896, which is when Glendale was established, and this is the first neighborhood of Glendale. Now, I love historical sites of cities. This is the one part that I really miss living in Surprise, is that there is no historical context. There is no mom and pop shops that have been here for ages. There's no antiques, there's no historical buildings. So part of Glendale is living the history of Phoenix, living the history of Arizona. And then here in downtown Glendale, you get to be a little part of that. Don't forget to stop by Papa Ed's and let's continue the tour. All right, so I am now all the way north of Glendale. Now, in this area of Glendale, you're gonna have a combination of rural living with city amenities. So you get to have the amazing rural experience. So you get beautiful views of the mountains. There's plenty of space between the homes. Is very quiet, and most homes have at least 10,000 square feet lots. So you get to have that almost like out in the desert experience where it's quiet, you're on your own, but you have access to all the amenities. Now, one of the benefits of this area is that you don't have any HOAs, so you pretty much can do with your house whatever you want to do with your house. So you get to see all the different personalities with each house that you go by. And there's a couple of houses that even have some horses and ranches. And prices range anywhere between $450,000 all the way up to $2.2 million homes. So this is kind of like north of Glendale, a little bit outside of the city, all with all the access to the stores and shopping and groceries. So it's a great place if you like that more outside of the city living, a little bit of rural living, and still want to have access to everything that the city has to provide. You probably want to look into this area because it's definitely worth checking out. All right, so if you're thinking about moving here to the Phoenix area, make sure that you reach out to me, give me a call, send me a text, or shoot me an email, but let me know, and I'll make sure that you end up in the right place for you and your family. Until next week, make today a great day.